the outbreak of war. I was 6 years old. We didn't starve because we lived in the country, so we grew a lot of our own food. We had chickens, pigs, plenty of eggs. But we were very deprived of all that you have today. And of course, come Christmas, it was our parents who saved up rations for us to make a Christmas cake here. But the marzipan on it was dreadful. It was made from awful soybean flour, which we put on top of the cake. And it tasted dreadful, but it looked nice, and it was never eaten. Yes, the main meal of the day was midday at the school, and it was never, what would you like? Food was put on the table and you ate it, whatever it was. And it was put in front of you. If you left it, you had the cane. We had what we call house points. If you lost more than 5 in a week, you had the cane in front of the whole school in assembly. Discipline was strict. I wouldn't like to see my grandchildren live as I had to as a child. It was very, very strict. But we all kept very slim and very fit. In living at Lode, we were quite near to Waterbeach Airdrome. You'd probably see between 40 to 60 planes go up in the air all at one time. We used to count the planes going out. And then when they used to come back early in the morning, they would come in without a tail, part of their wing. I suppose my earliest memories was fear. Every time the air raid warning went off, your tummy went over. You wondered, am I going to live through this? The American forces arrived at Bottisham here. We couldn't really understand their way of life. They were so loud, noisy. They had everything. I lived in a public house in Lode. My father befriended them. They used to arrive and make their way down the steps to the cellar and have a drink on the quiet. And they were very kind to us. They always brought us sweets. But they also had their drawbacks, because not only during the war did we lose boys who were killed, but the Americans came and took a lot of the young girls in the village and married them. So some families had double tragedy, really, in losing a son and also a daughter. When the war ended, I think I was about 14, and everybody let their hair down, and we pulled the blinds back over the windows. We didn't have to have darkness anymore. Rationing still went on. It was 2 or 3 years before we could go to a shop and buy just what we wanted. Such a relief to think the war was over.